And he says, "That's not the dog. That's my wife."
Feel good.
It's the big boys. Big boys. We the big boys. Big boys. Big boys. Yeah.
Meat treats and complaining about work.
Hot sauce, puking, sweating cause it hurt.
Maddie, Light, and Jay work.
It's Big John.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
It's the big boys. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Big Boys Talking
Podcast. Yay. I'm Maddie Light.
I'm Big John.
And we are here.
And it's been a while.
It really has been a while.
And
Have you missed us?
We've missed you.
We have missed you. Really, we have.
It's been weird. It's been a tough couple of weeks for you boys.
Let's start by telling them the story of last episode. So the last episode we recorded, you guys never got to see.
And you will probably know, you might see like a good 10-minute portion of that whole almost hour episode. Because that was the only good part of that entire episode.
And not only that, it physically would not load onto John's computer. Why is that, Maddie Light? Why would that be the case? Well, let me tell you. My brand new iPhone has a cool 4K mode. And it ruined John's computer almost.
My computer does not like 4K.
If anybody knows anything about file size, the video was 22 gigabytes.
That's a big
That's bigger than
video.
some video games.
Yeah, so the typical video for us is like maybe 2 gigs.
Yeah.
Potentially 3 if it goes over an hour.
Yeah.
Which is rarely the case for us. So
22. It took an hour and a half for it to upload when I sent it to John.
it downloaded, and like my internet, I'm hardwired on my computer, and my internet actually can run up to a gig. And it still took a good 10 minutes to download that video to my computer.
It's ridiculous.
Which typically most downloads, even like video games, take like less time than that. So
yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but in all, it was okay because it wasn't a good episode. It wasn't great. Neither one of us were in good headspaces.
We weren't prepared.
And we decided we don't want to keep doing that to ourselves, nor do we want to keep doing that to the people that actually listen to us and enjoy the show weekly and the potential new listeners that we could have. And so that's why we discussed and we decided we're changing things up. This is technically season 3 now.
Yay! Woo! Applause!
If you've noticed, there's a brand new theme song.
Courtesy of your boys. Oh, Big John over here laid down the beat. He said, "Oh, let me throw some synth on there." It's sick. I wrote some lines. John had to rewrite the lines because they didn't make sense because I'm stupid.
I couldn't. Well, what it really was, I couldn't say them. So
we had trouble. But it came. What it ended with is exactly what this podcast is.
Yep.
Goofy and hard as fuck.
Hell yeah. Bro.
Yeah.
We've kind of discussed Matt's AC issues, which thankfully that has been fixed.
They have been fixed, baby. My house is cold again.
It's nice. It's good. It's great.
Thank you to anyone who helped out, who donated money or even just reached out to us, me and my wife, to make sure we were okay. I really appreciate that. We're fine. We were okay the whole time. It sucked. There was a point where I was exclaiming to the boys that my house was only 84 degrees and I could play video games with them. That's sad.
That was something.
That is sad.
I wanted to cry for you.
But now we're back. We're back now. Yeah, we're back.
My man's not sweating in his house no more.
And then as soon as that happened and we got that fixed, something happened with John.
Yeah. If you can't see, if you're watching, if you're listening, you don't see anything, but you can probably see it. Probably on this video, it might look like I have some bruising or something. I was actually diagnosed with the shingles virus, and that's pretty much adult chickenpox. And what they don't tell you about shingles is just how terrible and how crazy this virus is and what it can do to your body.
Yep.
Because I got some crazy news. Luckily, nothing bad has happened thus far, and it's looking like we're on the up and up and on the good. But I got some really scary news pertaining to that, because basically at one point my entire right side of my face down to my shoulder was swollen like twice the size, if not more.
They kind of look like Quasimodo.
Yeah, I was looking lumpy, boy.
Lumpy John.
Yeah, so I
We're
was
joking because it's not that funny, but we have to joke in order to cope.
It's our coping mechanism for sure. But yeah, so there was that, and I'm still dealing with it. I'm still taking medicines for it. Still dealing with pain, and still all of that fun stuff. But I'm on the upside of it now. I don't hurt as bad, which is cool. Still dealing with headaches, still dealing with earaches, and it still hurts where the rash is. If you've never had shingles, I hope you never get it. But if you do, be prepared, because the way it feels to me is it feels like someone's taking thousands of little needles and shoving them into my head as hard as they can.
That's awful.
And just pressing down. That's what it feels like, which is not good times.
That's not the good times. No.
So there's that. So we've been going through it, but through all of that, we were also making plans to make this show better, because we want it to be better, and we've got some cool stuff on the horizon, baby.
I can almost see it. There it is over there. It's on the horizon.
The future is bright at the BigBoys camp.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at, what we're doing. Look, we have table. Drinks.
I still vape.
Hello.
That's a phone.
It's fun. No soundboard yet, but don't count me out too much, because I...
1, 2,
I
3.
kicked out.
Oh, he kicked out. He kicked out. Don't count him
2.9.
out. You can't count him out.
That's right. So yeah, that's where we're at. And so with that being said, we are going to be starting to do weekly. We're gonna be start. We're okay.
Reverse that. Go again.
We are going to start new segments for this show.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and start with the first new segment, which is Big Boys Talking News.
What you don't know is that the big boys are news anchors, and that we're not going to do this voice the whole time, but we can do it. And we love you, America. So, in the news, we saw some funny things. Saw some really funny things. We saw some not so funny things. Skipped over those. That's not really the gist of this podcast. But we saw some really funny and cool things that we thought we would shout out to you. We're gonna we're gonna get into this. We're gonna start this whole segment off with a good friend of mine, a good pal of mine, someone I've known for years.
Yes.
Florida man.
You
know him, you love him. He's there. He won't go away. So just perusing sites. We found this interesting article revolving around a Florida man who attempted to escape the police on a lawnmower, leading them on a chase. That's so Florida.
Dude, if that's not Florida, I don't know what is.
I know.
If only he was carrying an alligator.
Right. He probably was. They probably just left it out of the story because everyone knew.
It's so normal.
Yeah, everybody knows. I can only imagine that he was on his way to or coming from getting some sort of pills.
Yeah. Or like buying beer at the store or something.
Yeah, like anything.
While already drunk and high.
Probably inebriated to begin with. Just on his way to get more inebriated. And what happens but Johnny Law comes down on him and says, You pull that lawnmower. You pull that. If you don't get that John Deere off the road in this instant, we're gonna get you with our cop vehicles.
I just hear like Dukes of Hazzard or like Smokey and the Bandit music playing.
Yeah,
but it's just like the camera. Like if it's a movie, it's like the camera zoom. It's like he's bound down in a bed, and it's going fast, and all of a sudden it just slows down. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. And they're just like, the lawnmower's just going, and their lights and sirens are, oh God, they all fell. Their lights and sirens are going, and they're just like, pull over the lawnmower or we'll shoot. And he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, he just hands him he just flips him the bird. He's like, I'm out of here.
There's a helicopter, there's road spikes and all kinds of.
Absolutely. That's got to be the way that situation went down.
That was great.
And you know it was nighttime.
Oh, absolutely.
Had to have been nighttime. What Florida man, what self-respecting Florida man gets on his lawnmower in the day and gets pulled over? None.
No, sir.
None.
Oh, man.
That's
fantastic.
silly. It's so silly. It's so Florida. I love Florida. I don't because I hate the place. Like, I go down there and I'm like, oh, it's hot and everything's stupid and it rained 3 times today. But the people it produces are so entertaining.
They're fun.
I like you guys.
You guys are fun.
You watch our podcast. Listen to it.
Fun.
Yeah. So this kind of segues perfectly, or I guess lawn mows perfectly, into our next topic, which is our very own little slice of Florida right here in the old Kentucky. Same county that that John lives in, and that we are currently in right now. Earlier today, a gentleman it's kind of ambiguous. He was stopping to get gas in his tractor, which is apparently frowned upon. I guess you're not allowed to.
Which is weird, because I thought it would be a normal thing.
I don't really know how else you get gas in a tractor or fuel in a tractor. I guess they take diesel.
Yeah, they do.
Maybe he was putting gas in his tractor instead of diesel, and the cops were like, oh, something's fucked up there.
That's not good.
So anyways, they tried to talk to the guy. And the article makes it sound like he sped away, but he was on a tractor.
Right.
This is where you can see the stark differences between Kentucky and Florida. Florida, lawnmower. Kentucky, tractor. Can it be used to mow lawns? Yes. Is it always? No. Tractors. So this man decides, okay, here I am. I'm running from the police, or moving at a turtle pace from the police. Leaving this gas station. What does he do? He drives onto a golf course, onto a local country club, and there's a video. There's a video of cops like slow speed chasing.
It's phenomenal.
This dude through this golf course. Oh, man. Kentucky, Florida, never stop being you.
Oh, God.
Because these kind of news stories are what's going to keep this podcast going.
That's fantastic. And in other news, Trump's ex-wife, Ivana Trump, has died at the age of 73. And on to our last story. Oh! Texas is apparently suing the Biden administration for requiring abortions for medical emergencies. So Texas is saying, hey, fuck that mom and kid. If they gonna die, they gonna die. But we can't let them die. They gotta die on their own. We're not gonna save the mom. We're gonna kill them both.
Right.
Because we're pro-life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because the most pro-life thing I can think of is killing a mom and a child.
It's so good.
It makes total sense.
Texas, just like Florida, is its own dimension.
It is. I would imagine there are people getting chased by the police on lawnmowers in Texas as well.
The only good thing about Texas is Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's and Jacob Joyner.
And I am.
Yeah. Which this is a formal us making fun of Jacob, because you moved back to Texas and they started doing dumb shit like this. What's up with that?
Yeah, Jake. What's
Why don't
going
you just
on,
come
baby?
on back? Why don't you just come? This
love you, we
Methodist
miss
church
you.
is here. Come on,
Yeah,
come on,
brother,
baby.
Come preach up here, Bubba.
Nah, we're proud of you though. We love you. Do you watch this? I hope you watch this.
I hope you watch this. And that concludes this week's Big Boys Talking News updates.
Should we give them the Orange Cassidy thumbs up? If you're not watching, you don't know what just happened.
Yep, we just went silent for a couple seconds, and you were just probably like, "Did it stop?"
We have notes, and on these notes, I drew this little guy named Papa Tomato.
Papa Tomato.
Who knows? Maybe one day we'll make a Big Boys Talking sticker with Papa Tomato.
Papa Tomato.
Oh yeah, the last
Papa
time that we
Tomato.
did a podcast that we came out with, we said that we were going to put up pre-orders for that shirt.
We didn't.
Sorry, we're going to. We're gonna do it so soon.
We've been also dealing with cool stuff that we have coming up, including a cool tour happening.
Oh my gosh, it's a tour. It's a Retribution tour. We're not Outcast anymore. We're Retribution now. If you didn't know.
Boom. Yeah, dude, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be epic.
Epic.
So we've been
it's totally epic, awesome sauce.
totally-
Like gamer, like Chad Pill.
Yo, Poggers, what's up? It's gonna be totally
Did you hear
not
him?
cap.
What is that?
I
Okay.
don't fucking know, dude.
It's going to be capping. What is that? Dab. Dab.
I am with the culture. I am with the kids.
I think this is going to be a good tour. That's what I have to say.
Yep, it's going to be fun. We are stressed to the max about it, but
Yeah.
that's how these things work because we also have just normal life going on, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
We got really cool merch that's going to be good to go on this tour. It's
Yeah,
going to be
super cool
so
merch.
fucking tight.
Like, if you have watched season 4 of Stranger Things, you might be interested in coming to a Retribution show and picking up a shirt.
If you follow us on Instagram, or if you don't, go check it out. We made a post. You could join the Retribution Club.
That's retribution.kyhc on Instagram. Go check it out, baby.
Ayo. Yeah.
Speaking of Stranger Things 4,
Dude.
I mean, I know I was a little late to it.
Yeah.
Because Shelby and I have opposing schedules and it's hard to watch shows.
Yeah.
But I watched it. You've watched it.
Yep.
Hopefully you've watched it. And if you
better.
haven't, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Genuinely might be one of the best shows that has ever come out since Breaking Bad.
Truly.
And Breaking Bad's a perfect show in my opinion. Stranger Things is right up there with it. We're not going to spoil anything.
No.
But what I want you guys to know is that I cried twice during
Yes.
the last episode of this season, and I think you will too.
What's crazy is when it was getting ready to come out, me and Chelsea started watching from season 1.
Right.
In like 2.5 weeks, we powered through everything. And we finished season
Crazy.
4 like a couple of days before the volume 2 came out, like with the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
So we got to watch it real close together. And let me tell you, even watching through the first 3 seasons again, within that like 2.5, 3 week span, I cried so much watching that show and felt so many emotions.
Yeah.
Like, it's seriously when I say it is quite possibly my favorite show, if not it's top 3.
If you ask me, Matt, what are your favorite shows? It's in the conversation.
Absolutely.
100%.
That's cool. And like, it's cool. All the interviews I see with like cast and crew from that show, you can tell why it's so good is because they're all so close to each other.
Yeah.
And they have like this emotional connection with each other on and off the screen. And there's a lot of just connection with the characters that they play. And like, it's just cool to watch those kids grow up.
Yeah,
Through
it really
this
is.
show. And watch these characters grow. And man, just the Duffer Brothers got it figured out.
They really do. And this season, they really...
It was already here, and then they brought it up.
They brought it way up there. The everything about it, the effects,
Yeah.
the soundtrack, everything about it is just... Hang on. 5 chef kisses? That's what I give it.
Yes, sir.
And that's out of 5, baby.
That's out of 5.
That's a perfect score.
Yes, sir. If it was food, it would be a yummy out of good.
Yeah, it would. And alternatively, it would also be a good out of yummy.
Yum, 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 yum.
It would be good yummy out of yummy good.
Yeah, yeah. I have nothing bad to say about the show. Shout out to Stranger Things for making Kate Bush relevant again.
Yeah.
That's tight. And a lot of you people probably went and listened to her other music and were like, what the fuck's
This
going
is
on?
not great, is
What the
it?
hell's going on? Welcome. You're welcome
welcome.
to the weird side of 80s music.
Yeah. Gets really strange out there.
Yeah, that's Stranger Things. I literally could just keep talking about that.
Same, but
It's
I don't want to
so
spoil
good.
anything for
No, no,
anybody
no,
that
no,
hasn't
no, no,
seen
no.
it. So
No.
just know if you haven't watched it, you're fucking up.
Yeah.
You can go not fuck up and watch it.
Yep.
Also, be prepared. The last episode is literally 2.5 hours long.
It's like watching a movie every episode, but it's
it's
worth
crazy.
it.
It's crazy. Well, I think, is it possibly time, John?
Is it time for another new segment?
Another new segment. This one I'm going to introduce because I want to say it.
It's Big John's Dad Tip of the Week!
Oh yeah, baby. You know what time it is. Big John's Dad Tip of the Day. Big John's Dad Tip of the Day. Come on now. Big John's Dad Tip of the Day. Big John's Dad Tip of the Day. Come on, let's go. Hey everyone, I'm Big John, and as you well know, I am a father to two maniacs. Two wonderful kids. I love them to death. They are little spawns of Satan.
Literal tornadoes.
They are just like me
They are.
in several ways.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's
And also happy and good.
it's great.
It's a yummy out of good.
Yeah.
Wait.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah,
actually.
sorry
Let's
about
not
that.
say that. So as a father, I have a child going into middle school, and my other son is going into third grade. I've got some parenting tips, some skills I've acquired.
You know, you
some
could use
things that I can help you as new parents, especially fathers, for down the road.
Because you're going to need it.
You're absolutely going to need it, and we're here for you. When you get a kid, you join the dad
When you
club.
get a kid.
When you get one.
Like you gotta
You don't have it. You just
you go to
get
the
it.
kid surplus store and you're like, I like this model, but
Just
do you guys
don't-
have a newer model?
Do not buy the clearance ones.
No, they have like they got weird elbows.
Yeah,
I
they
think
got-
that's where Sam came
They
from.
got like seven.
He's got
pinkies.
sharp elbows.
Yeah, it's cool, boy. That boy's sharp. Anyway, so today's dad tip of the week
Let's hear it.
is: if mom is saying no to the kid, they just need to come up. Let's
Okay, we're gonna
take it back. I'm getting tongue tied. It's been a long day.
It has.
If mom says no and the kid comes to you, just say yes. Because you know what? It makes the kid happy and they go away.
They sure do. They shut right up, don't they?
Yes, sir.
And that was Big John's Dad Tip of the Week.
Chelsea's going to kill me after that one.
Yeah, she's don't let her watch this
I
or
don't
listen
think she
to
actually does.
it. She doesn't support us, does she?
No.
Just like our manager. He always
Piece
has
of
things to
shit.
say about the podcast, but he never shows up, does he?
God, no, he never does show up.
We used to be a family. Sorry, I got.
love!
We're getting really out of control here. I'm sorry.
Really out of control. Well, we're here. We're gearing down. You know, I think these episodes might end up being a bit shorter too sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay too, because we don't want to keep you too long. We don't want you to lose interest. We want this podcast to continue to be engaging and fun. And with that, we are going to start being in some different locations for some certain episodes.
We sure are.
We are going to start having guests again,
We sure are.
which is going to be awesome. And hopefully, if it all works out, I am in the talks with a friend who's friends with other people of successful podcasts that might be interested in doing some type of co-host thing, or being like, we be on their podcast, they be on our podcast. So
We're gonna collab, baby. It's
there's
gonna be awesome.
really
possibly.
cool things, and that's why we took a few weeks off to really get this stuff hammered down, because this is so much fun, and we want to grow it and make it better and make it the best thing we can.
Yeah, we want this podcast to be like a big boy's penis. It just grows and pulses and fills you all with love and joy and happiness and calm. Calm, of course, standing for comedic unity, man. Rolling off the dome for a second. Oh, Lord of mercy. Woo! Oh, Jesus Christ. I said that on the internet to everybody.
That broke me.
Man.
Oh man, that's good. And with that, we've got the biggest big boy announcement.
The biggest boy announcement, boy big ever.
We want to start with saying, go to twitch.tv and follow our boy Beatdown King.
We'll put it up here, right here. Oh, okay. That's here. Well- So anyways, right above my hand here, you're going to see that link that John just said to you. So in case you have questions about how it's spelled, you'll know. Are you looking at it right now, John?
Yeah, it's
That's
really
great.
cool.
It's right there. It's purple probably. It's probably going to be red or something stupid.
Yeah,
John's
probably.
going to make it the opposite color that I say.
So he does a lot of streaming on there with games, listening to music. Really cool thing that just happened with him. He is working in collaboration with a group called Total Deathcore, which they put out music for people. They promote. They do promotion. They do a lot of things, and they had over 1,000 viewers on their Battle of the Band stream,
I saw that.
which is insane.
Nuts.
And so he's actually, with that, he is pursuing an actual, I think it's called a partnership with Twitch, where basically it allows you to be what would be called verified, like on TikTok or Twitter or anything like that. It's the same kind of thing. So you would always, if you're live, your videos would get put on the homepage for people if they have similar interest in the tags that you put and things like that.
Gives
So-
you more exposure.
Yeah, exactly. Because the dude does a great job.
He does.
He's fantastic. And
Shout
he's
out, Chris.
streaming quite a bit right now. But he does this thing called King's Wings Butthurt Tour, where it's a lot like Hot Ones. And he has invited the big boys
That's us. We're the big boys.
to come partake on September 17th live on Twitch.
Live.
Beatdown King. We are going to be on there talking music, talking whatever else we talk about, sucking down hot chicken wings, and he'll probably pickles. I won't. Chris is probably going to brew up something terrible for me.
There's going to be something silly with a pickle, maybe a sausage.
Yeah, lots of phallic things that we have to sensually eat, which I'm very excited for.
If you guys remember, I'm sure you do, the episode was awfully popular. We hurt ourselves not that long ago.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, we hurt ourselves with some wings.
That
That's
was
when
us
we found
training.
out.
Yeah,
that was
that was-
just training.
That was us training, and we are going to continue to train.
Yeah, we are.
Certain episodes of this podcast from now on until September 17th will be us training for King's Wings Tour.
AKA hurting ourselves and shitting fire that night.
It's going to be good. It's going to be great. It's going to be good, great.
And
we
a yummy out of good time yum. Biddy bop bop bop. So yeah. Big Boys Talking, King's Wings, September 17th. Get your
on
tickets now. There's no tickets. You just have to go to watch the stream on Twitch. There's that thing again.
Follow and possibly become a subscriber.
Yeah, give some subs, baby.
Sub.
Yeah, and that does not mean to gift Chris submissive people. That means to give him some, like month. Yeah, don't send Chris
He's
people.
married. He's
yeah,
a
he
family
has
man.
kids and stuff, man. You can't
Yeah.
just you can't just be sending him submissives, no matter how breedable they look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to tell you to, if you haven't, make sure you're following us on Spotify.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yes.
Because not only are we back to posting the podcast weekly, we're also in the works of starting to do little funny videos.
We sure are.
Little funny
We're
films.
gonna start throwing up some little. We've had some really great. We've had some silly Dracula.
Dracula.
That's a great thing. Ralph the electrician.
Ralph the electrician.
And Jim the ex-mafia man.
Yes, sir.
That's a great thing, and we're gonna expand on that because we want more content for you guys to watch. And honestly, I think like John and I have talked about it, we miss the sketch history of YouTube.
Yes.
I miss Balloon Shop. I miss Olin Rogers, and I miss silly shit like that.
Yes.
And he does too.
Absolutely.
That's where our comedy started. Honestly, that's where I started getting really funny is watching shit like that.
Yes, that's literally that's where a lot of my humor branches off from, because even through high school, like middle school and high school, my middle school and high school friends, that's what we did. We found comedy like that, loved it, and started making our own stupid little videos, and it was just so much fun.
Yep.
And our friends enjoyed it too. It was really fun to do that. So yeah, lots of cool things, and also. Another announcement.
Another one. All right, good DJ Khaled in this bitch.
Your boy, Big John.
That's him.
Is back on Twitch as well.
He sure is.
And on Tuesday, starting on July 19th.
July 19th.
At 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
EST.
I am going
That's
to
Eastern
be...
Daylight Time right now.
Eastern Daylight Time right now.
Sorry, I found that out today at work.
EDT. Is it EDT now?
Yeah, EDT. Yeah, and then in like November or whatever, it goes back to Standard Time.
Oh, except soon that's not a thing anymore.
Are they going to get away? Are they going
I
to
think
go
the
do
bill,
away with that?
The bill unanimously passed.
That's
the first bill ever. Anyway, we're getting sidetracked.
yeah, sorry. We are starting
We're
going off
not
the dome
going to do
again.
the times changes anymore. Thank God.
It's confusing, and I lose sleep
But
sometimes.
so EDT, 7:30 p.m. EDT
Yeah.
on Twitch.tv. Big John talking.
Big John talking.
I'm gonna be streaming. Matt's gonna be with me a lot on there playing
Yeah.
games. Hopefully, as long as your computer gets fixed.
I may have fried my computer yesterday. That's a story for another time.
But if not, there will be times where he might be over here and we're going to be playing some like Smash Bros. Or playing some kind of fun console game as well. We've got it all ready, got it set up. We did a test stream this past Monday. And it was cool because at one point there was like 10 viewers.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Cool. And everybody said it sounded great. It looked great. It was fun.
We got Sam and Jack, some of the Retribution boys in on that bitch.
Yeah, they hopped on when Matt hopped off and played some Rocket League with me, and that was a lot of fun. It was very entertaining. It's going to be a fun time because you get to see us in our element and us being complete and utter clowns, and it's a good time.
We're goofballs.
We're goobers.
We are silly.
And
Silly,
you
silly.
might get to see me do some crazy shit on Apex too, because there are times where I put some wild plays down on the board on
It's
Apex
true.
Legends.
Not me, but John, yes.
I don't like to toot my horn, but I'm actually decent at Apex Legends.
I'll toot it for you, buddy.
So yeah, that is all in the works. So we've been busy over here, even though we haven't been pumping out episodes. There's been a lot going on, personally and for the band, for the podcast, and everything in between. So very, very excited for the future of everything.
Hell yeah. We're super stoked on it, and we're just excited that you're probably excited too.
Yeah.
And if you're not, get excited. Because we're bringing it to you anyways.
Yeah. And with that, I'm Big John.
I'm Matty Light.
And this
is Big Boys Talking.